Finally, let's talk about canned fruit. Whether it's peaches in syrup, fruit cocktail, or pineapples packed in juice. Canned fruit may start out as a natural food, but the processing it undergoes strips away much of its nutritional value. The fruit is often soaked in sugary syrup or fruit juice concentrate, both of which introduce a high level of concentrated sugars. These sugars can overwhelm aging blood vessels, exacerbating issues like poor circulation, varicose veins, and overall vascular health. Canned fruit often contains high fructose corn syrup or fruit juice concentrate, which can create an immediate spike in blood sugar. For seniors, this can be especially harmful. The sugar, combined with the preservatives used in canning, makes these fruits not as gentle as they seem. Even though they're soft and easy to chew, the impact on blood glucose is sharp, which can be particularly damaging to those already dealing with circulation issues or muscle weakness. A study published in the Journal of Gerontology found that high intake of processed fruit products, like canned fruit, is linked to reduced walking speed and increased systemic inflammation. This is the opposite of what we want for the legs. Canned fruits, despite being easy to consume, often come with hidden dangers. The convenience factor makes them a tempting choice, especially for those in care homes or senior kitchens, but they are doing the opposite of what we need. They're contributing to inflammation and slowing down recovery. So, what's the takeaway from all of this? Should seniors avoid fruit altogether? Absolutely not. The goal here isn't to fear fruit, but to be mindful of how certain fruits impact our bodies as we age. The body changes after 60, and with those changes comes the need to adjust our diet accordingly. The fruits we once enjoyed without a second thought may no longer serve us the same way. But that doesn't mean we have to give up on fruit altogether. The key is choosing fruits that are lower in sugar, high in fiber, and full of nutrients that support circulation, muscle function, and overall health. For seniors, it's important to focus on fruits that are rich in antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals while being mindful of their sugar content. Berries like blueberries, strawberries, and raspberries are excellent choices as they are packed with nutrients and antioxidants, but low in sugar. Apples, pears, and citrus fruits can also be great options when consumed in moderation. Balance is the key. Pairing fruits with protein, healthy fats, and fiber to ensure stable blood sugar levels and support muscle health. If you're craving something sweet, consider pairing fruit with a source of protein or healthy fat, like a handful of almonds or a slice of cheese. This helps slow the absorption of sugars into your bloodstream, giving your body the stability it needs to function properly. Eating fruits in moderation, alongside other nutrient-dense foods, will help you keep your legs strong and your body feeling its best. Listen to your body. If certain fruits make you feel sluggish, inflamed, or fatigued, it's time to reassess your choices. Everyone's body responds differently to food, and it's crucial to pay attention to how you feel after eating certain fruits. If you notice your legs feel heavier, your energy dips, or your recovery after walking or exercise slows down, it might be time to make some changes. The body speaks quietly, and it's up to us to listen. In conclusion, it's all about balance and awareness. As we age, our nutritional needs change, and some foods that were once beneficial may no longer provide the same support. Certain fruits, while seemingly healthy, can be disruptive to blood flow, muscle function, and overall vitality. But it's important to remember that fruits, in moderation and when paired with the right foods, can still play an essential role in a healthy diet. You don't have to eliminate fruit entirely, but you should be intentional with your choices. Focusing on fruits that are lower in sugar, packed with antioxidants, and rich in fiber will help you maintain the strength and mobility you need to stay active. The goal is to fuel your body with the right nutrients and to support your muscles and circulation, not to overwhelm them with sugars that can lead to inflammation and fatigue. Your body is capable of great things, and with the right nutrition, you can continue moving forward with strength and independence. Pay attention to how your body reacts after eating certain fruits, and don't be afraid to make adjustments when needed. Take a step back, reevaluate your diet, and be mindful of what helps you thrive. By making small changes, you can protect your mobility, support your legs, and keep living life to the fullest. Remember, it's not about restriction. It's about making informed, intentional choices that support your health as you age. And with that, we wrap up today's conversation. We hope you gained valuable insight into how certain fruits might be affecting your legs and circulation, and how you can make more informed choices to support your health. Stay tuned for more tips and advice on how to maintain vitality and independence as you age.
Now, let's talk about pineapple, another tropical fruit that seems innocent, right? Pineapple is often praised for its anti-inflammatory enzyme bromelain. While this enzyme is beneficial, the rest of the fruit tells a different story, especially after 60. Pineapple is not only high in fructose, but also contains a high level of acidic compounds. These acids, combined with the sugar, can lead to something most people don't consider: low-grade edema or fluid retention. As we age, the lining of our blood vessels becomes more fragile. When exposed to too much sugar, particularly fructose, the blood vessel lining can become inflamed. On top of that, the acidity from fruits like pineapple can irritate the gut lining, further impairing nutrient absorption. This combination of inflammation in the vessels and gut irritation can cause your body to retain fluid, especially in the legs. This isn't just a cosmetic issue. Fluid retention impairs oxygen delivery to the muscles, which slows recovery after walking or exercise. If you've ever felt that your legs are puffy or tight by afternoon, despite drinking plenty of water and elevating your feet, pineapple could be part of the cause. And most people don't connect these symptoms with the fruit they eat. In fact, a study published in Clinical Interventions in Aging found that even mild fluid retention in the lower limbs was associated with reduced walking speed and a higher risk of falls. That's not the kind of result you want for your legs. Pineapple isn't inherently bad, but for some seniors, its impact on fluid retention and circulation can slow down muscle recovery and hinder mobility. Now, let's discuss dried fruit, such as raisins, dates, and dried mango. While they may seem like a healthy snack option, they can be a hidden source of concentrated sugar. When fruit is dried, it loses its water content, but the sugar remains. This results in a much higher sugar concentration in a smaller portion. For example, just a quarter cup of raisins contains more sugar than an entire soda can. And for aging bodies, especially those dealing with insulin resistance, this concentrated sugar load can be dangerous. For seniors with compromised insulin sensitivity or prediabetes, dried fruit can cause rapid spikes in blood sugar levels. These sugar spikes lead to fatigue, and the blood sugar crash that follows can leave your legs feeling weak and your energy depleted. The issue is that dried fruits often sneak into snacks, energy bars, or trail mixes without anyone realizing how much sugar they're consuming. The problem with dried fruit is that, unlike fresh fruit, it lacks the water and fiber that would slow down the sugar absorption. You get all the sugar, but none of the fullness or steady energy that fresh fruit might offer. For seniors, this can lead to unstable blood sugar levels, and over time, it can take a toll on circulation and muscle function, leaving your legs feeling fatigued and sluggish. Next, let's address fruit juice, including even freshly squeezed options like orange juice. It may seem like a healthier alternative, but it can have hidden consequences. The problem with fruit juice isn't the source, it's the form. When fruit is juiced, the fiber is stripped away, leaving only liquid sugar. This sugar enters the bloodstream rapidly, causing a spike in insulin. For seniors, this rapid surge can lead to blood sugar instability, which over time can damage blood vessels, especially in the legs and feet. Even moderate amounts of fruit juice can increase the risk of type 2 diabetes in older adults, as confirmed by studies from Harvard and Tufts University. The danger isn't just in the glucose spike, it's in the vascular damage that follows. For seniors already struggling with circulation or muscle strength, this can exacerbate the problem. People often drink juice when they're feeling low on energy, thinking it will give them a quick boost. However, all it does is lift insulin levels, leading to a subsequent crash that leaves you feeling fatigued and sluggish. Juice behaves more like a syrup, quickly raising blood sugar levels without offering the slow, steady release of energy that whole fruit provides. In many cultures, whole fruits are eaten slowly and in season, giving the digestive system time to process the sugars. This is why traditional practices often discourage juice, because it's too fast for the body to handle, especially when it comes to maintaining stable blood flow and muscle function. If you want to keep your legs strong, it's crucial to avoid relying on fruit juice and instead focus on eating whole fruits, where the fiber helps to slow down the sugar absorption.
What if the secret to better leg strength after 60 is hiding in your fruit bowl? It may sound too simple to be true, but the truth is, some of the most common fruits, those that are marketed as healthy and heart-friendly, could actually be undermining your leg strength as you age. While we often hear about the importance of fruits for a healthy diet, certain ones, while natural and seemingly harmless, can quietly spike inflammation, worsen circulation, and leave you feeling slower and weaker, even on your best days. In today's episode, we're taking a closer look at how what you eat could be affecting your mobility and overall vitality after 60. While it's easy to think that fruit is always a healthy choice, there's more to the story, especially when it comes to supporting your legs and muscles as you age. We're going to reveal the fruits you may want to think twice about and why they could be slowing you down rather than keeping you active and strong. So why are some fruits so harmful, especially after 60? As we age, our bodies undergo changes that can make it harder to process certain foods, even those that seem inherently healthy. It's not just about sugar content. For seniors, the real issue lies in how specific fruits interact with circulation, inflammation, and muscle function. Certain fruits, though rich in vitamins and antioxidants, can actually cause more harm than good when eaten regularly, especially when it comes to maintaining leg strength and mobility. Let's explore how these fruits, often considered light or heart-healthy, can have hidden effects on your legs. It's not about demonizing fruit, far from it, but we must understand that what may have once been an energy-boosting snack in our youth can now, after 60, contribute to leg weakness, poor circulation, and increased fatigue. These effects might not be immediately noticeable, but over time, they can significantly impact your ability to stay active and independent. In the next few moments, we'll reveal the surprising fruits that may be doing more harm than good for your legs, the science behind why they affect your body, and what you can choose instead to protect your mobility and strength. Let's dive into the first fruit that might be harming your legs and circulation. The first one on our list is grapes. At first glance, they might seem like a perfect snack. Sweet, refreshing, and easy to eat. But after 60, grapes can start to cause more harm than good, especially for your legs. Here's why. Grapes are extremely high in fructose, not glucose, or fiber, which many people assume is the main issue. But fructose behaves differently in the body. Unlike glucose, which is absorbed directly into the bloodstream and helps fuel your cells, fructose is processed by the liver. For younger, healthy bodies, this isn't a problem, but as we age, our liver's ability to process fructose slows down. This overload of fructose increases uric acid levels, which in turn interferes with nitric oxide, the compound responsible for relaxing and expanding blood vessels. Without proper nitric oxide production, blood circulation narrows, and when circulation slows, your legs suffer. The result is less oxygen, fewer nutrients reaching your muscles, and slower recovery after walking or exercise. It's like trying to water your garden with a hose that's been pinched. Your legs don't stop working, they just stop thriving. And what's even more surprising is that most people don't even realize that grapes are the culprit. People typically eat them by the handful, thinking they're doing something good for their health. But when seniors snack on grapes all day, the body struggles to cope with the excess fructose. The impact on circulation can be subtle at first, but over time, it adds up. Next up, bananas, a fruit many consider to be gentle and even medicinal. But here's the thing, bananas are packed with simple carbohydrates, and when combined with aging bodies and common issues like insulin resistance, they can backfire. While bananas contain potassium, which supports muscle function, they also cause a rapid rise in blood sugar. This can trigger insulin spikes, which may lead to microvascular stress, the stress that impacts the small blood vessels in your legs and feet. This kind of stress can cause inflammation, making your legs feel heavy or sluggish, especially after meals. And the problem becomes even more pronounced when seniors eat bananas with foods like toast or a cup of coffee, which are low in protein and fiber. Without enough fiber to slow down the sugar absorption, the blood sugar rises too quickly, leaving you with a crash in energy shortly after. This leaves inflammation in its wake, which slowly erodes leg strength. So even though bananas are often seen as an easy, healthy option, they can disrupt blood flow and make recovery harder for seniors who are already struggling with circulation or muscle weakness. Bananas aren't bad, but the key is balance. If you choose bananas, try pairing them with something that provides protein or healthy fats, like nuts or a boiled egg. This helps slow down the sugar spike and gives your body the support it needs. But eating them alone, especially as a quick snack, can lead to a blood sugar roller coaster, leaving your muscles and your legs feeling fatigued.